Hello YouTubers, and in front of you is my tropical tree setup. Now I've got a bloody problem. What is that, I hear you ask? Well, I've got some Brazilian rain trees in here. Yes, you heard right, Brazilian. And well, as you can see, it's just overshadowing all my other trees, and they're not getting the sufficient light that they do need for being tropical trees because of this Brazilian rain tree. Is just going crazy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be cutting it back. Now it's out of the setup, you can see just how wild it is growing. And I know what you're thinking. Bloody hell, that's in 1 year from seed. Yes indeed, 1 year from seed. To the day. To the day. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a novice. I'm learning every day. I don't pretend I'm some bonsai guru, because I'm not. I'm learning, and I'm doing what works. And I have cut these Brazilian rain trees back in the past, in the year, and it seems to just flourish every time. So I'm not afraid to cut this right back to make it more compact. I want to start looking and seeing some of the branch structure that we've got going on with this tree, because you can't see diddly squat really with all the leafage going on, the foliage. So I'm taking my time just to look, to say, yeah, that look nice, yeah, because you've got to look at this in like 2-3 years later in the future, really, to see how you're going to shape it. Now I've done my research and I have looked at a few Brazilian rain trees, bonsai'd, just to get an idea of what sort of shape I'm going to go for, how you're going to style it. And what I'm going to be doing is cutting bits off like this. And like I said, I'm not a Scooby-Doo, but I do know what looks good. And I am good at thinking, yeah, cut all that off. Because you got to look for the future. You got to look into the future. So first things first is you want to start on the top and work your way down. That's how I'm going to approach this tree. Because you've got branches coming out of every orifice, and some you want and some you don't. And it's not until you start cutting back you're going to start seeing your vision. That's right, your vision. Because you would have had a vision and you'll be like, oh yeah, I like that vision. And hopefully you're going to love my vision. Now I live in the UK. And if you haven't heard, the UK weather is crap. 8 months of the year, it's pretty crap. And cold. So, just to have a Brazilian rain tree outside is not going to work, because they don't like temperatures under 13 degrees, I believe. And I think it's deadly under 10. So, you've got to keep it warm all year, and that's when I thought, I want one of these. And how hard was it to get one of these trees? Well, it was near on impossible. I had to search the whole internet. My friend Jason Steely, he was looking. He looked first. He was the one who actually saw these trees and thought, you've got to buy one of these because they're lovely. Not that he talks like that, but that's just how I do his voice. Right, Jace? That's right. So after he had looked all over the internet, and his wife looked all over the internet, and they couldn't find a single way to get one of these trees. Like, they have them in America, but by the time you've sent it over from America, 2 weeks later in a box, it's going to be dead. Do you know what I mean? If not longer. So the best way of going about it is from seeds. Now, this tree is on the critically endangered species list. CITES, something like that. And Yeah, you're never getting seeds from Brazil. That's a no-brainer because it's a highly illegal. America, now America. There was a bloke called Jim Moody. That was his name, Jim Moody. And back in 1970, something or other, Jim Moody went to Brazil and he got one of these trees before it was illegal to take them out of the country, and they put the CITES whatever it's called, I don't bloody know, but they made it illegal to take these trees, seeds and whatever, because it's on the critically endangered species list in Brazil. So it makes getting these trees or owning these trees near on impossible, unless you go to America or find someone who's got seeds from America. But then you've got to try and get them over into this country. And if you haven't got the right paperwork, you're not going to be able to do it. And if you haven't got the right, what's the word? Plant passports. That's the one. You need to get all that just to get the seeds over. You could try and get it through get the seeds through customs, and it's hit or miss if customs are going to seize them or if they just let them go or what. But if you're lucky enough to get some seeds, the Brazilian rain tree is probably the best tree to bonsai. They look so beautiful. And why is that? That is because as it grows older and bigger, the trunk starts to flute out, and it is just, for a tree, it is like a sexy fucking tree, basically. I can't say it in any different words. It is. My main mission was to get one of these trees, and I've done it. And I got 3 growing at the moment. That's all I need. And this one in front of you is my favourite. It is my favourite. It is. I like the shape. I like the shape I've got going on. I can see a vision for this in a fair few years time, even. I can see this looking like a really, really nice specimen. So as you can see, I've reduced this and compacted it quite a lot so far, and in my eyes this looks fucking awesome. But you tell me what you think. Yes, I'm just getting over a ear infection with a little side bit of cold or flu with that. So that's why I've not put a video on for quite a while. My friend Jason Steely, he's off today. He's ill. He's called it off. Another work colleague. Not my infection, obviously, but the cold and flu thing. Hope feeling better, Jace. Not sure if you're in tomorrow, but I'll find out when you're not there to pick me up. Let's change the subject. So, remember when I wired this? Well, we're going to take the wire off. Wired this about a month ago, I believe. And I use aluminium wire that looks like a copper wire, because I get the copper wire because it looks good against the bark with my weeping willow. It's not actually a weeping willow, it's a corkscrew willow, but I'm making it weep. And if you know Gizzy Greenfingers on my channel, then have a gander, and you'll go, oh bloody hell, that's a nice weeping willow. And I go, yeah, it took me fucking 3 years to fucking design that. Anywho, I'm pretty struggling with trying to get this wire off, because when I recorded this video I was still ill, so I had the shakes. Well, I've got the shakes, but I had the shakes even more, just probably because of the antibiotics, I don't know. I was ill. But we're getting there, and look, can you see? That has held its shape. Ding dong, session on. That looks epping awesome. I think I might have nicked it there a little. Let's zoom in. Have I? Maybe. But if I have, it's not a lot. That looks great. I think I'm nearly there. Now, like I said, I ain't got a clue about Brazilian rain trees. I've done a little bit of research, but yeah, styling. I've looked at styles of trees, but I've not looked at how you can style them and how you do the branch cutting. So what I'm doing is all a learning curve. I haven't got a clue. If it works, it works. Like I said, I'm winging it. So let's put her back in a tropical tree setup, and look at that. Look at all this space my other trees have got now, and just look at what I've done. Is it working for you? I think it's working for me. And if it is working for you, then please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Gizzy Greenfingers. And I will definitely see you next time. Ta-da for now.